Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods Podcast, episode 236. Joining me as always, Daniel Neveroli.
What's up? What's going on, gamers?
Hi, Daniel.
Going on?
What's up, man? How you doing?
All right.
Not Daniel.
Life.
This week, for our hilarious opening, we need to talk about Kingdom Hearts.
Oh no. Did I miss something?
Sorta. Well, no, you didn't miss anything. In fact, there was nothing. So D23 was held this last weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Disney's I don't know what they even call this, Expo, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Disney's
an event.
fake Comic-Con, even though they already have Comic-Con. Isn't it weird how Disney went to all these things?
Because they're so big, they have so much things to
announce. Oh, here's half the Marvel slate at Comic-Con. Here's the other half at fucking D23. We'll do more next month or whatever the fuck. And none of these movies will actually come out. Yeah, here's Star Wars. Here's all this shit. But Daniel, Kingdom Hearts somewhat expected to be there because there was a video game segment of D23.
Okay. I mean, we talked about I think we said Tokyo Game Show, but
Right. I still think Tokyo Game Show will be the spot where we get a new Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer finally. But Daniel, I just want to know what the fuck this is. Okay, so here you see Sora from Kingdom Hearts 4, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a costume Mickey, right? So like a Mickey that would be walking around Disney World,
yeah.
But he's at D23. And look what this motherfucker's wearing. What's he got on there? What is that?
I'll say Sora's he looks a little clean.
What is that? What you got on there, Mickey?
Yeah. I don't know.
The fucking audacity.
People taking pictures.
The audacity of fucking Mickey Mouse here, Daniel.
Yeah, people taking pictures with Sora Mickey Mouse.
What is that? What is that? It's just like, how are you gonna wear that and then not have anything Kingdom Hearts related at the entire show?
What you're telling me is this is the fourth version of Sora.
Mm-hmm.
You got Sora, Roxas, what's the other one's name? Zemnis?
Ventus.
Ventus. I don't know. Zemnis is something else. Ventus. And then Mickey. So it's a different Mickey because Mickey's already the king. So this is this is a Mickey Sora hybrid.
Oh, that's
so there are
where your
four
mind
versions
went,
of Sora. Yeah.
My mind went to what if this is the Mickey
Sora
from Kingdom Hearts? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at here. It's like, notice, okay, so Kingdom Hearts 4, right? The whole thing, Sora's supposed to be in the real world or whatever, right? Because he died, right? Okay. And so this fucking Mickey found his ass, murdered him, and took his clothes, and now he's just mocking us. It's like, oh, you guys want Kingdom Hearts 4? Too fucking bad. He's dead. He's fucking
What if
dead.
it is, but we just play as Mickey?
It's Epic Mickey.
Yeah.
That's what it is. The rebrushed version. That's what this is.
Does Mickey doesn't have big feet, right? He has normal
No,
feet.
he has pretty big feet. At least in Kingdom Hearts, he has pretty big feet. You know, at least that design has biggish feet. No, he pretty much always. You think of like the old school like Steamboat Willie type thing. He has pretty big feet in those. You know?
Yeah, I guess they're decent size.
Yeah. They're pretty big.
But what would Goofy and Donald like? Their best friend got killed. Like,
do they follow? Would they be mad about that, or would they just be?
I would think so.
Would they just follow their king? You know, who's Mickey? Would they just be like, huh? Yeah. Would they just, be like, oh, okay, well, I guess we can't really do anything about that considering Mickey's their king. You know, I mean, Mickey was their guy at first, right? If you play Birth by Sleep, they followed Mickey around like they do Sora.
Yeah.
So I don't. Maybe they just went back. Maybe they're loyal to Mickey, not actually loyal to Sora.
A good question.
Yeah, it's a very good question. Things to bring up here. Maybe Mickey is jealous of the popularity of the Kingdom Hearts series, and Epic Mickey didn't take off. So maybe he's like, fuck this. I'm creating my own video game series here. You know, originally Kingdom Hearts was pitched as Mickey's game. Like the instead of Sora, it would have been Mickey.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
What happens to Roxas if Sora dies? Is he just his own person, or like because he's like a?
No, he would stay alive, I guess.
Okay.
Because when Sora died originally, then a nobody gets created, and that's how Roxas became in the first place, right?
Right.
So, I guess he'd just stay alive. I don't know. Would he just vanish into thin air? I have no fucking idea. Here. Yeah.
I mean, the other one's like inside of Sora. So what happens to him?
Well, Ventus got out. Ventus got out in 3. So he's.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he got out. He's out now.
Oh, he was a part of like the end game.
Yeah, he's part of
Yeah,
the Avengers Assemble moment
right.
at the end of 3, and
Oh, because he's like hanging out with
they got his ass out somehow. I can't remember. Well, so Aventus put
he's
a
hanging out with
piece of
Aqua.
his heart in Sora in Birth by
Right.
Sleep, and then they pulled
Yeah.
that out somehow, some way. I don't know. You could play through Kingdom Hearts 3 times and then watch like 97 lore videos on Kingdom Hearts and probably still not fully understand it.
Yeah.
So
I'm
it's
trying.
yeah, it doesn't really
I
matter.
played them all.
Daniel, I've been playing these since I was like 8 years old. I'm trying to. Okay, I still don't fully get it, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The point is, Mickey killed Sora. I think that's what we've come to the conclusion on here.
Okay. I have a question for King Hearts 4 though.
Yeah.
So obviously the Soras will always be your main character, right? Do you think in this game we're gonna be like switching between characters?
Um.
Like what if like you play as him doing his own thing with Sora, and then it's like maybe you play as Roxas or Aqua or something.
Yeah, it would.
Like
I don't know. I mean, they've done that before. Dream Drop Distance is half Sora, half
yeah,
Riku game. Obviously, Birth by
yeah,
Sleep. He
maybe
plays.
Riku. You could play him. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, Birth by Sleep. He plays 3. He plays Aqua, Terra, and Ventus.
Chain of Memories. You play as Riku
Even
as well.
3 at parts. 3 switches around a lot. I think he plays a lot of different people in 3. I'm pretty sure he plays Riku at some point. He plays Kairi at some point. I can't remember if he plays Aqua or Roxas and Ventus at any point in that game, but I don't know. I mean, Kingdom Hearts is not afraid to do that at all. So
Yeah, yeah.
I
I wonder
wouldn't
if they're
be
gonna play with
surprised.
that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, because I mean, you figure the main group is going to be on a journey that's in search for Sora, right? And
Yeah,
trying to get him back. So I wonder if you're playing as someone from that group at some point. You know, and my
it's gotta
guess
be
would be,
Roxas, right?
I would guess Riku. But
Okay.
I mean, it could also be Roxas as well. I think people would be down for that. What I am still shocked by with Kingdom Hearts is that we haven't gotten another spin-off game in between
Hmm.
3 and whatever. I
Like
thought
a
for sure.
Switch
I
spin.
thought for sure we'd get a Switch exclusive at
Yeah.
some point, you know, some sort of thing. I mean, they did make Melody and Memory. That was like the year after Kingdom Hearts 3, though. So yeah, and they just haven't touched it since. So
Give
yeah,
me
but
another
I
Aqua
thought
game.
I would have loved a Switch exclusive thing at some point. That would have been really cool. But normally, I don't know. Normally, they like to take advantage of what the system does. Like the Dream Drop Distance was pretty much revolved around the 3DS at a lot of
Yeah,
stages.
the different screens.
Birth by Sleep did some weird shit with the PSP too. So yeah, I don't. Maybe they just got to figure out what they wanted to do necessarily with the
Just,
Switch.
I guess the Switch, you would just like make people detach it, and you feel how many ice cubes are in the thing.
Oh, that would have been
That
cool.
could be a part of the game.
Snipper clips, just like
How
that.
many gumdrops are in your Joy-Con?
You would love that. You'd be super into that.
I'd be so down.
You know, in Uncharted, the PS Vito on whatever it's called, Golden Abyss, right?
Golden Abyss. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a puzzle in that game where you have to hold the PS Vita up to light to like see something. I forget what it is. It's something to do with the camera. Whatever. It's like
Kill me.
I just want
Kill.
to see you playing that. I'm gonna look for light.
I would dive. You know, as soon as they would do that, I would turn it off.
You just roll the Vita. Like, oh,
I'm done with you.
we're done with this.
Yep.
All right. Well, Daniel, it's been another busy week of the world of video games.
Yeah. We actually like getting like not fully negative news all the time. There's like some decent stories here.
It's all negative stuff.
There's one
All stuff
positive story
negative.
here that we're going to talk about that we actually talked about last week, I think, right?
Did we? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're referring to, but we'll get there when we get there, I guess.
You know what I'm talking about? The
I
most
still don't
important
know.
story this past week.
Is it this? Well, I'm gonna read off the first one, so maybe it's this. First up then, Tango Gameworks has been acquired by Krafton. Is it Entertainment Inc? Krafton Inc. It says.
Inc., I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Incorporated.
Incorporated. That's what that means, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. So Tango Gameworks was closed down by Microsoft. How long ago was this
A
now?
couple months ago.
A couple months ago? Yeah, 3-4 months ago, I guess.
Yeah.
It couldn't
I
have been
think
like 6 months ago, but
I don't know if we didn't do a thumbnail for it, I don't think.
we didn't do the thumbnail for that one. Okay, so
Oh,
anyways,
well, okay, May.
May.
Beginning of May.
Okay, so it really hasn't been that long.
Yeah.
Wow, it feels longer. But
Mhm.
anyways, so Tango Gameworks was closed down by Microsoft back in May. We were all very upset by this, along with other studio closures, Arcane Austin, that Roundhouse one, a couple others, and fast forward 3 months, and all of a sudden we all see on the internet one day, Krafton Internet has somehow acquired Tango Gameworks. Daniel, this was quite shocking when I saw this. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
what the fuck? I didn't even know that was possible, you know?
What
It's
makes it
funny because I remember
weird.
me and you speculating like why couldn't they just sell them like they
Mhm.
did Toys for Bob or let them
Same with
go
Austin.
independent or whatever?
Fucking
Yeah,
Austin.
same with Austin. I mean, same with all of them now. Now you got to raise the question, right? Is like why couldn't all these things
Mhm.
just get sold off? I guess maybe if there wasn't any buyers, but I don't know. So, anyways, Daniel Tango now officially acquired by Krafton, the owners of PUBG. They made the Callisto Protocol with that studio. Can't remember the name at the moment. Striking Distance. That's it.
Mhm.
And they published some other things, a lot of random mobile games and stuff like that. Anyways, what do you think? What are your high level thoughts here?
Well, I also want to throw in that they didn't just get the studio, but they didn't get all of the IP, but they did get Hi-Fi Rush,
Yes.
which I don't understand. I don't know why Microsoft would just allow that to happen and not keep the IP, unless they just have no interest in it, and that is a big miss. We talked about like it might not be the biggest selling game or anything like that, but having an IP like that that's fun and that people love, and just kind of let that go. I don't know about that. And especially not letting them have the rest of it. Then why not like let them keep Evil Within and Ghostwire Tokyo? Like those are even less, I would assume, than Hi-Fi Rush.
Mm.
But yeah, it's great. It's good to see. It seems like from what we know so far that most of the studio is going, if not all of them. I don't know if they've clarified, but um, it does seem like that. We know uh, John Johannes, the guy that directed Evil Within 2 and Hi-Fi Rush. Um, he is going there, which is very exciting. It sounds like they pretty much getting him and Hi-Fi Rush. They're just going to keep making those games, is what I would guess.
Yeah, yeah. No, the Hi-Fi Rush thing is very interesting. To me, it sounds like that was a deal breaker for Krafton to purchase these guys.
Really?
They say Hi-Fi Rush so much in their the statement that Krafton made and everything, even the statement that Microsoft made. It sounds like, hey, we'll buy Tango, but we're only buying them if Hi-Fi Rush comes along as well. Which is a good sign for Hi-Fi Rush fans, I think, right? It's like clearly we're getting something more Hi-Fi Rush, right? Whether it is the Hi-Fi Rush 2 that we all just want, it remains to be seen. But that it clearly seems like Krafton and Tango Gameworks will be working on something Hi-Fi Rush related. If I had to guess, a Hi-Fi Rush 2 properly,
That's what I would assume.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I would, especially with Johannes coming along with the team, and it sounds like majority of the team is coming along still, which is weird. It's how does that work exactly? Did these people not
Kind of
go and
floating for 2 months.
yeah, did they not go and like find different jobs? Or I wonder
They
if
might have
they
had
were all just
severance.
I wonder if they
You
were
know,
all told like this is still a possibility, so just hold tight, you know?
a lot of these deals like take more than just a week to do.
So
You
this
know,
deal was done by August 1st. So I mean, we found out 13 days
Mhm.
later, so it's like
Yeah,
yeah, I just wonder if they were all like, "Hey, hold tight cuz there still might be a possibility that we're getting sold off here or something like that." So I
yeah. There
don't
might
know.
have been a whispering
Yeah,
like
something
when they
like
were
that.
getting shut down,
Yeah.
or like maybe a little bit after, like somewhat in May.
Yeah.
And they were like, maybe they probably got a good severance. The whole team did. So they were probably like, if everyone can kind of sit, we'll see kind of where we are. And then, if it happens, and then it seems like, it did. It's great. It's
Yeah.
actually a decent story of like a team not completely evaporating.
No, it's awesome for that. I mean, and then it's just awesome for Hi-Fi Rush fans. I don't mean you absolutely love that game.
I adore that
So
game.
it just such good news to see this come through, right? It's like seeing this franchise be able to continue under the people that made the original. It's fucking awesome. Like I thought there was a big possibility we were never gonna get anything Hi-Fi Rush related ever again, and now it's
Yeah.
back alive, and that's just awesome to see. It just warms my fucking heart. It really does.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
The the only like thing like that has me hesitating is like Krafton themselves, and
Mhm.
like not that they're like a bad publisher or like a bad steward for this studio. I mean, we're yet to be determined, but like I hope that they kind of just like here's some money, just make whatever you want to do and not really mess with them very much.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, that's the
like
hope with all these publishers, right? How it seems like sometimes that works out better than others at
yeah.
different places, different publishers and stuff like that.
So
But
where is
yeah,
Krafton?
uh,
Do we
I
know
don't know. I would assume.
where they're based out of?
I know that development team, the PUBG development team's in Korea, right? South
They're
Korea.
in Korea, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if Krafton is also in
Yeah, Blue
Korea.
something, whatever
Yeah.
the name is.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not entirely sure, but I guess it won't matter too much, right? Or where
Yeah,
they're
because I don't even know where
located.
striking distance was, right? Like they
Yeah.
own them.
Yeah. That's a good question. I have no idea where they are. But I don't know. It depends. What does Krafton want to do here with this IP, right? It's
Yeah.
like I would hope you guys bought them, expecting them to make a proper Hi-Fi Rush 2 that's a little bit bigger and better than the last one, maybe. You know, not too much.
Keep the same scope.
Don't go full AAA would
Yeah.
be my thing. Because this did a couple weeks ago. It did come out with Glenn Schofield saying very negative things about Krafton. You know, and
Oh, did he? I didn't see
oh,
that.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He felt very rushed towards the end of Callisto Protocol's development cycle.
Hmm.
So it's
That makes sense.
yeah. And now you see Striking Distance. They after they laid off half their studio, they're now making a AA game in the Callisto Protocol universe. They're making that top down thing, you know.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
if Krafton's idea here is okay, let's buy this studio, let's buy the Hi-Fi Rush IP and keep it a good AA studio and just build up that IP from there, and we could probably make our money back and then some through that. Then that sounds like a great plan to me. If the idea is no, let's make this a full-blown big AAA game and we need it out in 3 years type thing, that's not going to work out well for anyone. So
3 years sounds like a good time to make a game, but let the
no,
don't
it does,
overscope
but
that game.
it's yeah, exactly. Not if it's a needs to be 25 hours open world AAA Hi-Fi Rush game, right? Not if
Yeah.
that and not in that case. So it's if you want to keep it the same scope as the last Hi-Fi Rush and then just make a 2 from there and a little bit bigger and better than the last one. That would be my idea for that. I don't know. If I had to guess, I think we're gonna get that. I think our hopes and dreams are gonna come true for Hi-Fi Rush 2, and we're gonna get that. But what comes after that, I am worried about. You know, what happens if Hi-Fi Rush 2?
Multimedia TV show.
I would like that a lot, actually, for Hi-Fi
Yeah,
Rush.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that'd be fucking awesome if they could get that done with like a good company. That'd be fucking awesome. But what happens after Hi-Fi Rush 2 would be my big question. If that game doesn't sell extraordinarily well, which let's be honest, it probably won't. Like you're not gonna get 10 million copies of Hi-Fi Rush 2 sold. That's not gonna happen. You know, it's you'd be lucky to get 5, honestly. But if they keep their expectations right, keep it a AA project, keep it smaller, get a Hi-Fi Rush 2 out in 2 to 3 years, that'd be great, right?
Yeah, yeah. You talked about making their money back. Did they say how much they bought them for?
No, there was no exact
I
number.
don't remember
Not that
seeing
I saw,
anything.
at least. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I wonder how much like team like this like cost. You
probably
know?
a lot less without all of the IP. You know, like without the
Yeah.
Evil in it, with him, without Ghostwire. Probably a lot less without those. I'd imagine. You know, I'd imagine they probably wanted Microsoft probably wanted them to pay a pretty penny for both those IPs as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Like as much as we love Hi-Fi Rush and it did critically, like I don't remember seeing sales numbers. So like I'm not sure that like one game would make the money back, you know, like this is definitely like an investment for the future for Krafton, I assume, as like a publisher of games, you know. So
I mean, it's funny
I
you
hope
said the whole TV angle. It's like they could go into that, you know, to
yeah.
make some of their money back. It's like this is a great IP, and you could use it for multimedia, a lot of different things, comic
It's a
books,
cool world
TV
other than the
shows,
characters.
movies. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, imagine like a cartoon and it's like to the beat to shit.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's like that'd be fucking awesome. So I mean, there's a lot of ways they could extract money out of this IP. I think.
Yeah, I think so. I hope it doesn't get run into the ground.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things.
Yeah, no, and then I guess my biggest worry would be will Krafton rush them too much? You know, are they like, hey, let's get going, Hi-Fi Rush 2, we need it out? You know, and it's will that lead to a rush product? It remains to be seen, but I hope not. I don't know. For now, I'm just I'm keeping it positive in my mind. This is awesome news. So Tango's
Yeah,
back.
yeah, as long as we get at least a sequel, you know,
Yeah,
like that's what I'm hoping for.
yeah, Me too. Me too. Now just wait. It's gonna be a Hi-Fi Rush Battle Royale.
Oh my god.
That's what they're
It's a
making.
MOBA.
Yeah, it's a MOBA. That would fucking suck.
It's a Genshin Impact gotcha game.
They're like, guys, you got to put it in the PUBG universe, though.
Oh my god.
It's got to make sense.
Just Chai with that like PUBG helmet.
Yeah, yeah.
He's wearing that same helmet.
He's got an AK now. It's no music. It's
Oh,
like,
so that means Hi-Fi Rush would also be in the Callisto Protocol universe.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. That's how that works. Oof.
Oof.
Wow, a Hi-Fi Rush horror game? That'd be fun. That'd be fun. I could
Sick.
get into that. Yeah, that's sick. Sick indeed. All right, so yeah, there you go. Great news. Do you think Microsoft ever does anything with the Evil Within and Ghostwire? I'm curious about that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, if they really, it's. I think Evil Within like maybe could use like a soft reboot, and then that kind of be their horror franchise.
The Evil
I
Within
just don't
fans, I
know.
do feel for.
Yeah,
Because those guys, I mean, it sounds. If I had to guess, I don't think you're ever seeing that again. Either of
yeah.
those.
They would have to partner with
It's
somebody. Probably.
exactly. They'd have to partner somebody who would make it. How big of a priority is that for Microsoft, especially right now? I would say not at all for right now. You know, in terms
Yeah.
of priority for right now. Like maybe in 5 years down the line, things change and they're like looking at different IPs and stuff like that. What else they could do? But yeah, right now, I don't think Hi-Fi Rush is dead. You know, Ghostwires and the Ghostwires like dead. You know, it's like that meme with the fucking skeleton at the bottom of the pool. You know, the other kid drowning. That's how
Yeah.
that is. So I do feel for Evil Within fans, especially considering the Evil Within 3 was teased. I'd imagine they had a prototype of the Evil Within 3 going at Tango at somewhere.
Or maybe story, like
Yeah,
ideas.
yeah, story
Something.
concept laid out, stuff like that, concept art and all that stuff. Because you know they wouldn't have just teased that in Hi-Fi Rush without there being something. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's I do feel for you, Evil Within fans. I like that first game too quite a bit, but yeah.
Yeah, the second game's supposed to be awesome.
Yeah, I never played the second.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, Tango Gameworks, you're back. Let's go. What's up then? Two games based off the Halloween movies are in development, and John Carpenter is involved with one of them. I know it appears one of them is being made by the team that made the Evil Dead game, right?
I was gonna say it's got to be like a 1v5 game.
Yeah, no, and literally, yeah, the Evil Dead team is making one of them. So
Yeah.
I think we can assume your typical horror movie asymmetrical multiplayer
Mhm.
thing that we've been seeing
For sure.
countless numbers of. It's weird how that took off.
Isn't Michael in Dead by Daylight?
I think so. I think I remember that.
Because I
Yeah.
think Laurie Strode is like a person, like a
Oh,
skinny
she
kid.
okay.
So I think Michael's in that,
So
which
that's in
looks
there.
like he's already in one. He
We
already
look
has-
forward to seeing Mike Myers in the casting of Frank Stone. Can't
You
wait.
see him in just stalking Frank Stone, whoever
Yeah.
that is.
And then, so one of them is being made by that team, and I don't know if these are the same things or whatever, but then one of them is also supposed to be you're playing through scenes of different Halloween movies. So, like, I don't know what that is exactly. It kind of reminded me of that Walking Dead game that came out, where, like, it's like alternate timeline.
500, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. That shitty, that really bad Walking Dead game that came out last year, or it's apparently really bad. I never played it, but
Oh, that one. I thought you meant the other Telltale one.
No,
It's,
no.
Destinies.
There you go. Yeah, that.
A
It kind of,
really bad
well, I
one.
guess it wouldn't be alternate timeline, but like, I don't know. One of them was pitched as like you're playing as different scenes of different Halloween movies. So
Mm.
I don't know exactly what that one would entail. And then the Evil Dead one, we already said that's probably,
probably
the
the
asymmetrical
one-
multiplayer thing.
The one with the different scenes is probably the Carpenter one. I
Yeah,
would
I'd
assume.
imagine. Who's also a big fan of video games, right? John Carpenter.
Yeah, he's a
so-
gamer.
Yeah, loves Dead Space. So where's that Dead
Yeah.
Space movie? That'd be
Let him
fucking
make
awesome.
Dead Space.
Yeah, that'd be fucking cool. So, what do you think of this thing? Yeah, this is very interesting. Mike Myers not very big in gaming, you know.
Yeah. Mike Myers is
Michael
the actor.
Myers. Yeah, whatever. I love that scene in Baby Driver when they're robbing the bank and they say get Mike Myers mask. And they get the
Yeah,
Austin Powers
yeah.
mask. Jamie Foxx is like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's Mike Myers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the asymmetrical game just makes sense. Like we're getting a lot of that. Like we just had the the Evil Dead one. We've had the Texas Chainsaw Massacre one, which was like last year, I think, or 2 years ago.
That was last.
We
Was it 2 years? I can't
It was
remember.
within the last like year or two.
It might have been the
Uh,
end of. Oh yeah, whatever. Continue. Sorry.
this year we have the Killer Clown one.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I forgot about
what
that.
else? We've gotten a good amount of them, so it just makes sense to get that. I want a Freddy one. Freddy would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Going through
Yeah, like
dreams and
nightmare
shit.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
it could be
yeah, that'd be
insane.
awesome. You could do a lot of trippy shit in the environments
Yeah.
and stuff too. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
But this sounds cool. I like my asymmetrical games. I don't really get to play them very much, but I do like that, especially Dead by Daylight. That's a great one. Um, and then the other game, I don't really know what to even think about that. Playing different scenes, I don't know.
Yeah, it depends, right? It's like it doesn't sound like fun gameplay really to play as Mike Myers unless you're doing the asymmetrical multiplayer thing, you know?
Yeah,
Because it's just like, okay, you're gonna walk slow and just stab someone. It's like,
yeah, it needs to be like a Until Dawn type game
yeah, yeah,
of
I can see
like
that.
you were playing as the people and you're trying to have everyone survive the night
Yeah,
with Michael being always there. Like that should be what it is.
I like that. That'd be really fun. Yeah, if it was on
Hire
that
me for
angle,
game pitches. I'll pitch games all day.
that'd be fun. Give it to Supermassive. Let them do it. That'd be a great time.
They're doing too much.
They are doing a lot.
They're doing too
Like a
much.
Little Nightmares 3 now. They're out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Where's the next Dark Picture game? It's been 2 years.
They did just tease it, right?
Did they? Did they tease it?
You tagged me in something on Discord.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't.
With the sci-fi one. I
Oh, I
think we're
did.
getting a trailer
Yeah.
for it next week, is what they were teasing.
You think it's
At
still coming this
Gamescom.
year?
The sci-fi one? No,
Yeah.
I don't think so. With the casting of Frank Stone game, I don't think so, because that comes out in September. So I think that's their game
Oh,
for
that's
this year.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then plus Little Nightmares 3. I think that got delayed till 2025. I'd imagine that sci-fi one isn't until next fall, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time. Like that.
No, it
It's already
is,
been
but
2
with all
years.
they're doing, like I'd imagine it's their pipeline is casting of Frank Stone September, early 2025 is Little Nightmares 3, and then yeah, that would add up to the sci-fi Dark Pictures game not coming out till next fall. At
Hmm.
least in my mind, or like summer, I guess at the earliest. I know they're a quick team and they work very fast, but still, that's a lot of games, a lot of projects
Yeah.
going on.
A lot of games.
Yeah. All right, so 2 Halloween games coming at you. Michael Myers getting into games. Should be a good time. Next up then. Replaced has been reportedly delayed until sometime in 2025, but the developer says they'll have more information on the game sometime next week. So apparently,
Yeah, Gamescom.
yeah, Gamescom, they'll probably be doing something. They said something special in store for fans, so I wonder if it's like a demo or something like that.
It'd be playable on the show floor. Yeah, I can see that.
No, I wonder if like a demo that like we'll all get, you know?
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Maybe.
Like
Yeah,
why
maybe they
not?
have like a demo that people are playing on the show floor
Yeah,
and then like
exactly. Like just make
put it
that
out.
available for everyone, especially
Yeah.
since with how many delays this game has got. And I obviously all
I mean, it's been crazy for them.
understanding for them, right?
Yeah.
The studio's located in Ukraine, so it's
Yeah.
completely understandable that they would need more time. Same thing with Stalker that they got
Mhm.
delayed a couple weeks back, so completely understandable. No rush. This game looks awesome though. I mean, the art style's
Yeah.
super cool. I mean, we've been talking about it for years now, so.
Yeah, you could say they replaced their date.
How long did it take you to come up with that one?
I've been waiting for you to stop talking. It was real quick.
Shut the fuck up, Connor.
I have a joke.
Have a joke.
Let me say it. Yeah, I'm excited for the game. I haven't really been looking that much into it. I've been just kind of media blackout for that game. Kind of waiting for like a review when it comes out. So not really looking that hard into it, but I'm excited for that game. It looks really cool.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, it is just like another indie that just waiting to come out. You know, it's like I don't need to see any more trailers or anything. We've seen enough. It's just one of those at this point. So yeah, take your time whenever they want to come out. I would just hope they pick a good date. You know, like if they can get January, go for January. You know, that'd be
Try not
nice.
to find a crowded time.
Yeah. Although apparently, Switch 2 isn't coming out in early March either. Apparently, it's not coming out this physical year. So I don't know. It's that opens up
They
the whole
push it to the
spring.
fall, maybe.
I don't know. They would Nintendo be bold enough to go in like summer? You know, which could be cool. Like a summer console launch. That'd be fun. You know, like May, June. That'd be cool.
Yeah, even a March February launch is already a weird time anyways.
Right.
Because normally they launch like early fall to get ready for the holiday rush.
Yeah.
So like it's already weird that you're doing it in a February March. You're really doing that because of you're trying to get it out before your fiscal year ends.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. They would. Why not?
Yeah.
Nintendo doesn't really. I don't think they care that much as long as they can hit that holiday season.
Yeah. Yeah. My question would be with that then they got to worry about GTA 6. You know?
Yeah, I mean consoles. People are gonna buy Nintendo's console.
No, I agree, but like, I don't know, man. GTA 6 is out and it's only playable on Xbox Series and PS5 at the moment.
Yeah,
And the new Switch comes out. Gonna be a lot of people going with PS5s and Xboxes.
that's true. That's very true. I mean, it's gonna eat up a lot of oxygen, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, the entire zeitgeist of gaming. And that is the only game that could be bigger than a new Nintendo console coming out. You know,
Any new console.
anything.
It doesn't
I mean,
matter.
the game's literally bigger than anything, right? So it's just, but that is something they would need to worry about. I think that
Yeah,
would
for sure.
take a hit on their sales for their new console.
Hmm. Yeah, summer would be interesting. Yeah, why not? Just put it out in like July.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
That's a fun idea to me. June, July. That'd be really fun. So I don't know.
summertime, summer vibe.
Summer vibe. Do some stuff. Give me a new 3D Mario. I'm down. So
Ooh, what if it's like a 3D they're gonna harken back to like the beach vibes of
Sunshine too.
Sunshine, but not a Sunshine 2, a new game,
Okay.
but
Okay.
it's gonna be very beach vibey though, and
Oh,
they
I like
launch in the
that.
summertime.
Oh, I'm
Boom,
fucking down
there you
with
go.
all that.
Marketing.
It's the Donkey Kong game, but it stars Funky Kong.
Oh no,
Summertime Funky Kong.
what's
He's the one
the
with the surfboard, right?
yeah
Yeah.
yeah
Okay.
that's in Tropical Freeze.
Yeah.
What's the one with the long arm, the orangutan? What's his name?
There's an orangutan in that group.
Yeah,
Hmm.
remember he's part of the song. There was like the big dude with the blue
Ah, yeah,
vest.
yeah,
There
yeah,
was
yeah.
the one with the orangutan with the long arms. I
Let's
want to
look.
play as him with the long arms.
I'd be down for a Donkey Kong family adventure game, like a 3D platformer, and you
Yeah,
just plays like all these weird
and
little
they all have
things.
different abilities.
Yeah, all
Dixie
these
uses
weird
her
ass
things to
monkeys.
fly.
Have they ever
Diddy
they
has his
made
jetpack.
a 3D Donkey Kong game?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
N64 game.
Ah, yeah, yeah,
Donkey Kong 64.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've never played that.
I haven't either actually.
The
I'm
orangutan is called Lanky Kong.
Lanky, right?
There you go.
Right. I want to
Plays
play as
Lanky Kong.
Lanky.
There's Kitty Kong,
Yeah,
who's Chunky's younger brother.
yeah, it's like the baby.
Chunky Kong is Donkey, Dixie, and Tiny's cousin. Okay,
Hmm.
okay.
Tiny's the one with the blue vest. He's like the big guy with the blue vest.
Wow. So it goes Cranky Kong, who's
Frankie
married.
is original. Yeah, he's
Cranky
the
Kong.
original.
So he's the one that was throwing barrels at Mario.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's Cranky.
Oh, what an asshole.
Yeah, he sucks.
Well, he's cranky.
Yeah.
He was married to Wrinkly Kong,
Oh my god.
who's a ghost now. She died.
Oh, rest in peace.
And then their son was Donkey Kong Jr.,
Which
Cranky's
is
son.
our main Donkey Kong.
Is he? Because
Right.
then it says Donkey Kong is Cranky's grandson. So
Yes,
apparently,
our Donkey Kong is Donkey Kong Jr., I think, technically, right? Our main Donkey Kong right now.
I
is
think
Donkey
our
Kong
main
Jr..
Donkey Kong. I don't know, because on this it says. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, there he is. What?
So you see pointing
Yeah, he's
up.
Cranky's grandson. Yeah, but then who's Donkey Kong Jr.?
I don't know. I don't know who that is. I've never seen that man in my life. It's not a man
Which
at all.
one?
I've never seen that monkey
Oh,
in
the
my
junior?
life. The one
Okay.
that's called Donkey Kong Jr.
So I just thought that
Because I
Cranky
always
was
thought,
the
I
dad.
guess Diddy Kong. Okay, so Diddy Kong is Donkey Kong's nephew.
Yes, he's the nephew. Yeah,
Who's Diddy Kong's dad?
I don't know.
Dixie Kong is Diddy's girlfriend. Is Chunky Kong his dad?
Dixie is not. I thought Dixie was family.
Dixie Kong is Diddy's girlfriend. No,
No
according
way.
to this picture.
Is he marrying his cousin?
One of those Game of Thrones situation. Yeah, keep it in the Targaryen
Put it in the
bloodline, you know?
family, yeah.
Yeah.
Donkey's got to look.
They don't
alike.
want to mix up the bloodline here, you
Now
know?
the Kongs are purebloods.
Exactly. Do the kids come out a little, you know? But who cares? You know, it's
You throw it in a barrel.
they'll be fine. Okay, and then Tiny Con is Dixie's younger sister.
Yeah, it's the baby, right?
She has pigtails, so I don't know if she's a baby
Oh, who's the baby one?
Baby.
From Country
Mario
3.
Kart?
No, from Country 3.
There's no
Country 3 is
baby
with
on
Dixie.
this list, at least.
Yeah, there's one with there's a baby because it's with
There's a baby? Okay.
yeah, it's with Dixie. The game is with Dixie and that baby.
Well, maybe
Called
Dixie grew up a little bit.
No, Dixie is the pigtails. It's Dixie and like a baby you play as in 3. I can't remember the baby's name.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, you'd have to go to Donkey Kong Country 3. I don't
So
remember.
Donkey Kong Jr. is the father of our Donkey Kong.
Okay.
And technically our Donkey Kong, the main Donkey Kong, is Donkey Kong the Third.
Okay.
And he's married, or at least has some sort of love fiesta going on with Candy Kong.
Yeah, the hot one.
You into that?
I mean, are you not?
Okay, I see what you're talking about there.
See?
Okay. And then Funky Kong, just a friend. Just a family friend. He's just there. He's just the weird guy you call your uncle, and you're like,
yeah.
what do you? He sells weed on the side.
Yeah, he's got a
What's going
surfboard
on
and some
there?
sunglasses. His van's always smoky for some reason.
Oh, okay. So this says Candy Kong and Donkey Kong are just a rumored couple. So that's not official yet, I guess. You know, they haven't.
He wants that.
Yeah, exactly. Donkey Kong out here just slinging dick. You know, he's
Oh my god. No, he's slinging a banana.
Oh, okay. Now this one's got a bunch of different cons.
Oh no.
Swanky
'Cause we didn't
Kong?
get- Oh no.
Dread Kong, who's got dreadlocks.
Oh my god.
Karate Kong? Who are these guys? Okay, here's a baby Kong.
Yeah, there's the baby. Yeah.
It's not a girl though. It's in so
Yeah.
maybe you're talking about a different one.
No, that's it. It's not a girl. You don't. No, the baby's just a boy. But
Okay.
it's the baby that you play in Country 3.
Daniel, there's one just called Kung Fu.
Oh my god.
Okay, I need a 3D Donkey Kong game with all these characters. That's what
We
I
need to-
need. That's what I want.
And there needs
I
to
want
be-
that more than a new 3D Mario now.
We need to understand this.
The
the
family
tree.
dynamic here. Yeah. Like I need cutscenes. I need like hour-long Metal Gear style cutscenes, just explaining this whole family dynamic going on. Some betrayal and like the kingdom, like really get into Game of Thrones. You know,
Wild.
I could be into that. Donkey Kong family, man, something else. All right, well, yeah, replaced is delayed till 2035. Everybody. Next up, then.
I do want to throw in here too, might as well, while
Sure.
we're talking about delays. Kingdom Come Deliverance
Yeah.
2 was delayed to next year as well.
Let's look up exactly what that date was.
Yeah, I think it was early next year, which is only like a couple months delay. So anyone that was excited for
Did it
that-
have like a hard date already? Or
No,
did
but
it
it did
never
say this year.
it did. Okay,
So it was delayed. out.
February 11th, 2025.
February 11th. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
That is the hard date for you for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Good date. Good date. February getting packed out, so
Yep.
should be great. Should be great. Next up then, 2 Point Museum has been announced for consoles and PC. No release date or anything, no year or anything. Daniel, I'm very excited about this.
Yeah. So explain more about what this game is. So I saw like
So-
a first person walking through a museum.
I think that was just for trailer's sake.
Okay,
I don't think it'll
okay.
actually be like a first person.
You think it's more of a normal 2-point game? but
Yeah,
you're doing
I
it
think it's
again.
so. If you don't know, the 2 Point games are basically like very The Sims like games where you're just building up whatever it
Tycoon.
is. So there's been a
Like a tycoon
hospital
game.
one and a campus one, so like a school one. So they are like little town builders / simulators, and you're kind of building those up and upgrading your things. If you played one of those, you know what I'm talking about. So it's pretty much The Sims, but in a cute little cartoon art style that I very much like. And yeah, I really enjoyed 2 Point Campus. I
you
fucking
did.
love that game. Yeah, dude, that game was awesome. So I am actually really looking forward to this. A museum setting sounds very interesting to me. That
It makes sense.
I like that they don't go like super generic. Like I guess campus is kind of generic, but like hospital is a pretty unique idea. And then now museum, like that sounds cool. You know, it's
Yeah,
like
we get a lot of like.
you
there's
just get a lot of like
tycoon
city
games, roller coaster.
You know,
tycoons or
yeah. You'll get
cities
amusement
or-
park or a city or something like that, or just like your basic suburbs.
I think that's why the Jurassic Park one is also pretty fun because
Yeah.
it's like you're building up the park. Like that's cool.
Zoo ones, right? Zoo
The
Tycoon and
zoo
all
ones,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's so yeah, I like these games quite a bit, and I like the idea of a museum. Building up different exhibits and all that. Like, get a little dinosaur exhibit, little
You gotta
old
put that
school,
T-Rex right in the front.
hell yeah, old school cowboy exhibit, stuff like that. Are you a big fan of museums? I love the museum. The
I do
Milwaukee
like a
Museum is
museum.
fucking awesome.
I
Yeah.
would like to go to more. We went more to zoos growing up, but
Mm.
I do like a museum.
I've been to the one in Chicago. That one's fucking great. Yeah,
Ooh,
I haven't been there in years, but that one's awesome. Also, the
I'm
aquarium
sure it's a
in
big
Chicago
museum.
is really cool. Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
The one in Milwaukee's pretty great too. But yeah, 2 Point Museum. Looking forward to it whenever it comes out.
Yeah,
Hopefully, it's
hopefully.
another Game Pass release. I'd imagine they
I
would
would
again.
assume,
It seemed pretty
that they have
successful,
some
so
deal.
yeah. I'd imagine they do that again. And,
It's probably a next year game, I would guess. I doubt they
yeah,
would
if they're
announce
not
it
putting a
that
hard
far
date
ahead.
on it, I'd imagine it's next year and
Yeah.
probably sometime in summer again. I know that's when
Yeah,
TP
that makes
Campus
sense.
release, so yeah, probably
Everyone's
summer
going on vacation in the
2025.
summer. People go to museums during the summer, right?
Hell yeah. Why
Makes
not?
sense.
Yeah, awesome. I was very excited to see that. Next up, then, Amazon is developing a TV show called Secret Level. This show will be an anthology series with short stories around different video game IPs. Now,
Yeah, I thought this was a weird story.
yeah, it's very weird. So this is being made by Blur, the
Mhm.
animation studio, and then along with the guy who made
Tim Miller.
yeah, what is the show he makes with
Love,
Netflix?
Death, and Robots.
There you go. Yeah, which Blur also does the
Which is
animations on.
yeah.
Yeah, so they are
But they do
coming.
some, right? Because isn't the idea that they get like random like animation houses to do
Is it?
things?
I've never seen that show, so
Yeah, it's
I know
not
it's good. Like people talk about
it's
that show a
random
lot, but-
creators that like will do things, but Blurred does some of them.
Okay, so it kind of seems like that team is coming over now to Amazon and now doing a show off different video game IPs, and then the rumored IPs for this right now are Amazon's New World, which was that MMO. I don't know if that's still popular at all, but that it was when it first took off. I don't know if that's still
Yeah.
a successful thing at all. Spelunky, and then random PlayStation IPs as well. So it seems like PlayStation is getting involved here somehow. Those are the 3 rumored IPs for now. So I don't know if there'll be
Monkey
any
sounds like
more.
a cool one.
Yeah, I
want
wonder
to
what
play
you
those
could do with
games.
that.
I need to play those games.
Yeah. But no, this is very interesting to me. And an
Yeah.
anthology video game IP series sounds like something that could definitely work to me, What I like about anthology TV shows is that like not every episode has to be great.
Yeah,
It's like
and
you could
they're
hate a lot.
short.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like Black Mirror comes to mind for me. I hate majority of Black Mirror. I don't think that show's very good. But then there's certain episodes where I'm
I
just
think
like,
it's good.
this show's fucking great,
Yeah.
So it's
Or Star Wars Visions.
I just
right?
like it that it doesn't all depend on a season, like how
Yeah.
good was that season? It just depends episode to episode. So
Yeah, Star Wars Visions is great.
yeah,
For that reason.
Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the Empire, they just did that as well. So it's like, yeah, I really like the idea of this. Now IPs, I mean, you could go so many different directions. PlayStation IPs, I'm very curious about what they would actually pick and choose from. It's like I think
if you do
a
one-off
Horizon
stories,
one
yeah.
would make a lot of sense here. Something like that. I would like them to go back and like pick the weird PlayStation IPs too.
I'll pitch one for you.
Yeah, go for it.
You ready? Kratos kills Christianity.
Ooh, that'd be fucking dope.
He like rips Jesus.
You don't want to save that for a
off.
game though?
No, they won't do Christianity. For a
Hell
game.
yeah, why not?
He's gonna like take Moses' tablet and like hit him over the head with it.
Oh god,
the 10 Commandments.
Jeez, you're dark.
I'm full of ideas.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I would
It
like
could
them
be
to
Horizon
go
one.
and get the Horizon one would be cool. I would like Shadow of the Colossus could work. Something in that world. That'd be fun. I
PlayStation doesn't own that IP though.
think they do.
I think doesn't Gen Design just own that IP and that creator?
Let's look.
Yeah, I'm curious. I know that like they only appear on PlayStation, but like I didn't think that they owned like even Last Guardian. I don't know. Do they own the Last Guardian IP?
I don't think they own the Last Guardian.
Do they own Ico or Eco and Shadow? Like I thought that team owned it. They just
Sony
partnered with PlayStation.
trademarked Shadow of the Colossus and other titles ahead of E3 presentation. That was in 2017. So I don't know. IP licensings and rights of Shadow of the Colossus. Let's see. Publisher, Sony Worldwide Entertainment. I don't know. But all I'm trying to say is I would like them to go into like the weirder ones too. Like they're making that Gravity Rush movie or
Mm,
whatever, right? It's like that would work better here, I think. Something
sure.
like that, you know. It's and then you could get in. This is where your old PS2 mascot platformers could come back that everybody wants so badly, right? Your Sly
Yeah, people
Coopers,
want
your
games. People don't
Jack.
want.
I know, but like you're probably never getting that. So here's a
True.
fucking episode, you know. It's
Yeah.
there was that whole canceled Sly Cooper show, if you remember that, right? It's like, okay, maybe you could
Oh
bring that
yeah.
back, do an episode here just to give fans a little taste of something. I don't know. There's a lot of things you could do there. Killzone, Infamous. I mean, there's so many different IPs on the PlayStation, right? It's Rapper the Rapper. You want a little episode of that? It's yeah, I don't know. I'd be very
I got
curious to see
another one.
which PlayStation IPs they end up picking.
You're gonna. It's gonna be about Fat Princess.
Ooh, just
Yeah,
eating
about
shit.
her. Yeah, people just feeding her cake and cookies.
That could work. Yeah. And then I wonder if this is successful too. Do they go out? Do other publishers and stuff get interested? You know, does Xbox get interested and be like, hey, take some of our IP? Does EA get interested? Take some of ours. Do a
I
little.
guess if
You know,
Amazon's throwing that money around, right?
right. Especially with the IP that already kind of teamed up with Amazon. God of War is being
That's
made
how we get
over at
evil within,
Amazon.
right?
Mass Effect is being made over at Amazon. There's probably other ones I'm forgetting. Right. Fallout is already there. Right. So he
Was God of
could do.
War?
God of War was announced for a TV series at Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like I don't know, I'm just thinking of the ones that are already kind of tied to Amazon in some way that
Yeah.
would probably be pretty easy to get past the crossing line of making an episode in this show of one of those, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Like I was saying, that's how we get evil within, right? Or and
Yeah.
Ghostwire.
Yeah.
You can do it
Right.
that way.
Yeah. Do a bunch of different stuff like that. This could be the Smash Bros. TV show type thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting. Like, I wonder. I just would like more information. When I saw the story, I was like, "What is even happening right now? What do you?" I don't know. I mean, that there hasn't been a new season of Love, Death, and Robots in like a few years. I
Mm.
think the last season was the one that had that was the one with the episode with Troy Baker that he did. He played like the it was the one in the sailboat.
Oh, really?
It was a
Okay.
really cool one.
I've never seen that
Um,
show, so I don't know.
yeah, it's a very cool show. It's another one that's like it's more Star Wars Visions esque, where it's like 15-minute like the time varies. It's not like every episode's 20 minutes or whatever.
Right.
Like it varies. Like they were like 15 minutes. So some of them are better than others. Um, Animations are always different and unique. It's a worthwhile show to just watch. You could just easily flow through them.
Cool.
Um, yeah, and have that with video games. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought so too. So yeah, cool idea. Looking forward to
Tim
see it
Miller's
come
cool
to
dude.
fruition.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, then we got a bunch of release dates. Not a bunch, but a couple. First one, then Dragon Age: The Veilguard will be releasing on October 31st, 2025. Here
Spooky.
it is. Finally got the date. Yeah, exactly on Halloween, which is interesting
Make
because this isn't a
that
horror game.
Luigi's Mansion 4.
Yeah, whatever. um, yeah. So here we go. Got the Dragon Age release date.
Yeah. I'm still kind of questioning this game. Like I've never really played the Dragon Age games, but I don't know. Like I guess they could get me if it's like really good. I don't know though.
Yeah, I've never been the biggest fan of Dragon Age. Love Mass Effect, but no, Dragon Age
Mhm.
never really tickled my fancy too much. I remember
Solon likes
trying.
that series a lot.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I've tried all of them. I've tried 1, 2, and 3. You know, I played Origins back in the day. Didn't really like it. I played a little bit of 2. Didn't really like it. Inquisition came. Didn't really like it. So I don't know. Maybe it's just not a series to me. For me, I don't think Veilguard looks particularly great. From what I'm seeing, gameplay
Yeah.
wise.
I don't think it looks bad, but
No, I don't. It's not a bad game, but it's just I don't know. I see the gameplay. I'm like, meh. You know, it's just not really doing it for me. So
it's more about the characters in the story though, because like Mass Effect's gameplay is fun, but it's not great.
I would consider the shooting in Mass Effect 2 and 3 pretty great.
3 is much better. 2 is way slower, and it's like cover, and you're like controlling your people and all that. So uh,
I guess
I
for
like
just
the
the
gameplay of 2.
style of that game, it's pretty fucking great. Like for a third person RPG
Sure,
like that, yeah, that I don't know. I like
but
those
that
quite
game's
a
about
bit.
the characters in the story.
No, yeah, definitely, and as I'd expect this to be too. It's just
Yeah,
the gameplay's got to be there first. Gameplay is king.
yeah.
It's as much as I love story and game and characters and stuff in games. It's if the gameplay is bad, I won't play the game. I will play a game with a bad story any day of the fucking week as long as the gameplay is great. Bad gameplay, you can't do it.
I mean, Anthem played pretty well. This is the Anthem team.
Anthem's problem was the type of game it was,
Yeah, that's true.
being a live service, whatever the fuck was going on there. But
Yeah, that
yeah,
game played pretty well. I
no, it
played
played
the
awesomely. The
beta
flying
for it.
was very fun.
Yeah, and this is that team, so like they have the chops. Yeah, I don't know. I need to really wait and see for this game.
Sure,
But it's
I'm
nice to
right
have a
there with
date,
you. Yeah,
and I hope it's great for Dragon Age fans. I'm waiting for the other BioWare team to make Mass Effect.
and that's my problem too. Is I hope it's great for Bioware's sake,
Yeah,
because how many more chances does Bioware get under EA? You know,
I feel like they
is it endless chances for Bioware? I don't know. I don't know about that.
they would
That's an
keep one of.
expensive
I think
team to upkeep.
they
You
would
know,
keep one of them.
I'd imagine no matter what, we're still getting the next Mass Effect. Like, I don't think
Yeah,
they'd shut down the studio if Dragon Age comes out and completely fails. But I don't know, man. I don't know. The times we live in right now, it's scary out there. And if your game doesn't come
true.
out and be a huge success, I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked if this game completely fails and next year sometime that we wake up one day and EA shut down BioWare.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know if they would shut both studios down. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, I think that would be too big. It's kind of like the Arcane situation, right? Like they'll shut down that one Arcane. I don't think there's any chance they lose Leon now, right? Like,
Unless Blade
I don't
comes
know.
out and completely fails, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's just too iffy. We're in
Yeah.
too iffy times.
Exactly. Like, I don't think anyone's truly safe. Not really,
Yeah,
unless you're independent, right? Unless you're like FromSoft, you know.
I mean, yeah, FromSoft ain't going nowhere.
Right. It's like unless you're like one of those guys, I don't know. It's just especially when you're one of those guys that your company name now sells your IP, right? It's like you Rockstar could put out anything. They could put out fucking Cooking Mama 4 or whatever the fuck.
Yo,
It would sell it would sell
let's
20
go.
million copies because Rockstar's attached to it, right?
Imagine Rockstar making a cooking mama. Oh
Yeah.
my god, he's actually cooking meth.
Oh, that'd be fun. It's a Breaking Bad game too.
Yeah.
Wow, really like that.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Dragon Age, October 31st. The Halloween game, which isn't it's weird still, but whatever. Is that like a Friday? I guess October
Let me take a
31st.
look.
It's a Thursday. Why didn't they just come out on November 1st?
I don't know.
Okay. They wanted to be weird to come out on a Thursday and specifically come out on Halloween, even though that's not a horror game.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
guess it
just
doesn't matter because all the horror games come out before that, right? Like they
yeah.
all come out
Maybe
like
just
early
marketing.
October just because that's the spooky season. Which I get that, It's like I think we
Yeah.
talked about this before. I don't want like a
Start
horror game to
all of
actually come
October.
exactly like the spooky season is all of October. You get into November, all of a sudden we're in Thanksgiving season. The vibes
Exactly.
are off. The vibes are off.
It's probably, I would guess, marketing. It's like, hey, we're coming out Halloween. That's big marketing, right?
Sure, sure.
Easy marketing.
But like,
So
isn't
I
that
think
marketing for a horror game? I don't know. It's like I don't
no,
feel like you're telling people this game's scary somewhat coming out on
not
Halloween.
necessarily. I just think that's big. It's like, hey, we're releasing on Halloween, and that's about it.
Sure. All right, cool. The next release date for the next game then is the Plucky Squire got a release date of September. February. What was it exactly?
Yeah, it's this year.
September. Let's see. September 17th.
Mm.
So not
Soon?
long now. We're only a month out. Plucky Squire. This game will be coming to PS Plus now as well.
Yeah,
PS Plus Extra and Premium. I believe it was already announced for Game Pass too, right?
yeah,
So they are double dipping, getting both of
mhm,
those. Good for them. That probably paid off the entirety of the game
for
already.
sure.
So good for them. We'll see if they regret that decision later. If this game ends up being like a huge success,
It's
and
coming
majority of people.
everywhere,
Yeah,
right? So it's
well,
also
it's on
getting a
Switch
PC
too. So
release
like,
and
hopefully they
Switch.
just sell majority copies on
Yeah,
Switch, and then everybody else on PlayStation and Xbox plays it through there.
it's PC though too, right?
Yeah, it's PC too, so yeah,
Yeah,
obviously that
so
as well. But
I think they'll
I
be
mean, you could get
fine.
the Game Pass one through PC as well too, right? So
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah, so I don't know, I mean, we have heard stories of people regretting that decision, so I don't know. We'll see with that, but yeah, they got a bag from PlayStation and Xbox. Here it is though, Plucky Squire, September
I'm very
17th.
excited.
Man,
This game,
September is gonna be the cutest month ever, dude. We're getting Astrobot, Plucky Squire, and Zelda.
let's go.
Oh, dude, let's
go.
go. It's gonna
We
be a
don't need
great
anything else.
time. I can't wait for September, man.
Yeah, that's those are three games I'm very excited for. My only hope for this game And I guess it's kind of like we always talk about long games and stuff. I just hope that this game isn't that long.
You think
Like,
it would be?
I don't know. See, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't want it to be super long.
Yeah, what would you guess? I'm thinking like 10ish around
Yeah,
there. 8
it's
to
tough with
12,
the
you know?
trailers that we've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna guess like 6 to 8.
Yeah, it
But
could even be that, you know?
yeah.
I know what you mean though. You don't want 20 hours of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't. It doesn't like. I want it to be a short and sweet experience.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I think
Really
it will
cute.
be. I mean, it's an indie team, you know, it's they've been working on this for a while. I'd imagine
Yeah.
we're not getting 20 hours of this. I know people are probably listening to that like, "Well, what do you mean you don't want 20 hours of this?" I just mean like it could get a little long in the tooth at that point.
Yeah. I'd rather be short and sweet.
Yeah, me too. But very much looking forward to this game. It looks fucking awesome. I
Mhm.
love the little narrator in this new trailer they had, you know, and he was trying to put the little dates in. It's so cute. It's yeah, man, this game just looks super charming. And it's just like along with Astrobot and Zelda, which also both look very charming. Like, man, dude, what a fucking month. Gonna be great.
Yeah. I hope it like lives up to what we saw at that. When was that? Was this 2 years ago at that Xbox conference that we saw this game? It was like it wasn't last year, right? It was.
Probably. I mean, we have been seeing this game for a long time now, so
Yeah. So I hopefully it lives up to that reveal. Because like it looks so great.
yeah, it really does. So very much looking forward to it. Like, man, we're gonna be busy in September. Can't wait.
There's just so many games coming out.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be nuts. Gonna be nuts. That's gonna do it for the news of the week, everybody. I'll do that pretty quick. Daniel, we'll now move on to what we've been playing.
What have you been playing?
What have you been playing?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, great. I have been playing Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare.
Let's go.
That's the main thing I was playing.
I need to know because I've never played this.
Yeah, this is
Give
my
me the
first time as
setup.
well.
Give me the setup of like. So is this literally just a nightmare that?
So it's
that
really cool,
John's
man.
having?
The opening is like a spooky narrator. It, you know, opens with that. What I loved about this, man, is they really leaned into like the fun side of this. Like they did not take it seriously at all. It is not like a hardcore sad zombie post-apocalypse thing. You know, it is just like a spooky storytelling nightmare thing where they're all just having fun. Even in like the dialogue, they just up the level of sarcasm in John's dialogue and you know, with everyone else as well. You know, like you run into the sheriff again and like, "Oh, how you doing, John?" John's like, "Oh, I'm just swell sheriff, you know, killing zombies and shit." And yeah, so like they just up the level of sarcasm in the dialogue and shit like that, and they just have a great time. So like the opening, it takes place right after John gets back from his adventure in Red Dead Run after Dutch dies and all that, and it's pretty much set in that in between time before John dies and when he's still with his family and stuff like that. And he comes back from an errand one night, and he comes home, and Uncle Bill is he's a zombie all of a sudden. They don't know like what happened.
No.
It's a stormy night, you know, and
Hate when that happens.
yeah, and then Bill bites Abigail.
Oh no.
Yeah, he bites the shit out of Abigail, and then Abigail bites Jack.
Oh.
So now the whole family is fucking zombies, and then you got to tie him up as John. You got to lasso him, and then hog tie him, and then John throws them all in his bedroom, and then he's like, it's funny because John's just talking to him the whole time, like, "Abigail, stop biting Jack. Jack, look out for your mother. Bill, teach the boy right from wrong." You know, "I'm gonna go get a doctor." And so John's just like not taking it seriously at all at that point. And then they really go all out with just zombies everywhere. Everything's zombies. You know, like Blackwater is just infested with zombies. There's like people up on rooftops trying to survive and stuff like that. And then what's cool too is that animals are zombie animals now too. So there's zombie bears, zombie bulls, zombie mountain lions, all that shit. And
Cool.
so yeah, you're pretty much just going through that, trying to find a cure for your family.
Mm.
Is pretty much the gist of the whole thing. And it just becomes a very fun re-meeting of all the characters you met in Red Dead Redemption, all the main characters.
Do you get to see Miss Bonnie?
Yep, you see Bonnie again. She's in it. Her dad dies, and she's trying to hold down the farm and hold back the zombies. She's got like barriers set up and all that. So they pretty much set up that the McFlaren farm as like a safe haven for everyone. So there's like a bunch of new NPCs there and stuff like that, and they're all just trying to survive the zombie apocalypse through there. And then yeah, you're just going through. And you pretty much go to all the major towns again that you went through in Red Dead 1, re-meeting all the characters, seeing how they're doing in the zombie apocalypse. The Seth bit is very funny. If you remember Seth, who's like that wacky little character in Red Dead 1, he's pretty much a little meth head. He probably doesn't actually do meth, but yeah, he's just a weird little redneck guy, and his shit's very funny. He makes friends with the zombies, and he like he starts a band with them. So like you go to his house and like he's got zombies just playing different instruments and stuff, and he's just always dancing. It's like I don't know what's going on here. Like I said, it's just really wacky and it's really fun, and like Rockstar went all out with just making a really fun.
This is known as like one of the best DLCs of all time.
Yeah, like I wouldn't say the story is particularly great. It's very fun, but it's not like emotional and heart-wrenching like actual Red Dead Redemption
that's the main game.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So they really just kind of let their sense of humor shine in the writing and stuff like that. What is great about it is just how in-depth they go with the zombie apocalypse stuff. You have to play this game entirely different than you played base Red Dead Redemption. Like there is no I mean, you can, but there is no taking cover, you know, because the zombies are just going to fucking swarm you then, you know? It's like there is a lot of moments where the zombies are all just coming at you, and you don't necessarily get that in base Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead base game is just a lot of taking cover, picking the headshots, doing the Deadeye and all that. And, like, of course, you still do the Deadeye here, which is not very fun in a zombie setting, right? Because you're just getting, you know, fucking 50 zombies on screen at once, and you're doing the Deadeye thing. Josh is all of them. So that becomes very fun. It's just really cool how much the gameplay changes when you add in the whole zombie apocalypse thing. I really like it.
I do have a question of like, so is this like a standalone, like you're launching it separately from like the menu, or?
Yeah, you are. It is standalone. You're launching it differently. Yeah, you don't launch it from the base game. Nothing carries over or anything to Undead Nightmare or anything. So yeah, it's all new. There's different weapons and stuff too. There's like an explosive white rifle in that, which is pretty much like a grenade launcher rifle, right? So you can just blow up a shit ton of zombies. Yeah, there's like cannons set up everywhere now too, which is interesting. Instead of like the Gatling guns, so you can just like take out hordes with those and stuff like that. There's a lot of like cool like collectible type things. They got this 4 horsemen horses thing that are like different collectibles, and they're just unique horses, and they all do like really cool unique stuff. One's like a fire horse, and he just lights zombies on fire, so you could like run through a crowd with him and light zombies on fire. One like poisons the zombies or something like that. He's death, so like you just kind of trample everything with him. There's a unicorn, which I got. But yeah, that was hard to lasso that fucking unicorn. That was cool. There's a cool side mission with a Sasquatch, or it's like a family of Sasquatches, which is an Easter egg from San Andreas. If you remember, there was like the whole there's a Sasquatch in the woods in San Andreas rumor that back in the day, if you
I like feel like I remember that.
Yeah. So I think it was only like a PC thing where there actually was a Sasquatch or something like that. That might have even been a mod or whatever. But yeah, that was like a heavily rumored thing, which probably started from just like some third grader being like, "Oh, hey, my uncle told me there's a fucking Sasquatch in the woods in San Andreas." Right, exactly. So yeah, they do a fun little Easter egg type thing with that, with a whole. You take out like a whole family of Sasquatches in the woods, and then you meet one of the Sasquatches at the end, and he's like crying because you took out his entire family, and you feel really bad, and like you get the choice, like, do you want to just kill this Sasquatch and put him out of his misery? And I did, yeah. It's like I could have left him alive, but I was like, well, I just killed your whole family, so. I'm just gonna take you out too. And so yeah, he was sitting there crying under the tree, and I put the fucking shotgun to his head, just put him down. I'm like, sorry, man. It's a rough life. But yeah, I had a really good time with it. It was a really fun time. I almost platinumed it. I need like one more trophy, so I'm gonna do that at some point.
About how long you think this is? Like,
it's pretty quick. Especially if you know where you're going and everything. You know, my one critique with it was there was a couple missions where they clearly were just trying to drag out the time here and have you collect, like they were like, hey, go collect 5 of these different plants and 3 of these other ones, and then bring them back here. And base Red Dead Redemption never did that in its main missions.
Mm.
And that did feel like they were just trying to draw it out a little bit more to get more time out of the experience. But so yeah, that would be my one critique, is those missions were kind of unnecessary. I would say probably 10 hours to do everything.
That's not bad.
No,
That's
it's not
pretty
bad
good
at
for,
all.
like,
It's
standalone.
good. Like it felt good, but yeah, like I said, there was a couple missions where they were clearly just trying to draw out the length of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, had a great time with it. What a fun time. I wish they did those with GTA 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone does. Even Red Dead 2.
Red Dead 2 would have been awesome if they would have done this, dude. With how detailed that world is and how the NPCs act and everything.
Just do something different, maybe like an alien invasion or something.
Yeah, I would take that too. That would have worked very
thing.
well in GTA, the alien invasion.
Well, I think it would have in Red Dead 2 because there is that alien Easter egg.
Yeah.
Remember, have you ever seen that one with the UFO? You go to that particular house and the UFO
in Red Dead 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Okay.
You ever seen that Easter egg? Yeah.
No, I remember that in GTA, but I don't remember that in
yeah, there's one in Red Dead 2.
Yeah. There's even that point in GTA 5 where you're fighting those aliens, where he's like tripping out on drugs, Michael. and you're like fighting them in the middle of downtown LA.
Yeah, peyote.
You like fall out of the sky. Yeah, when Rockstar gets fun, man, it's awesome. So yeah, really enjoyed it. And I am now playing like I said last week, I was gonna play Life is Strange Before the Storm.
Right.
Yeah, I'm playing that, the remastered version of that. I'm like on episode 3 now, going into episode 3.
Okay. Yeah, that one is only 3 episodes, right?
Yeah, that one's only 3 episodes, and there's also a bonus episode which I never played, which I think is like the goodbye between Max and Chloe before Max moves. So I've never played that.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah. I don't know if I ever played that.
Yeah. So
I played the bonus of True Colors, which you didn't play.
No, I did not play that. Yeah, with Steph, right?
With Steph, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll definitely play that and tell you what that's about.
Please let me know.
Yeah, on the cover, like I can like see an image when you boot up Life is Strange Before the Storm Remastered, and it shows Chloe and Max as little kids. So yeah, I don't know exactly what it entails, but I'll be interested to see. Before the Storm, still a very good game.
I like Before the Storm a lot.
Yeah, I like Before the Storm a lot too. It was always one of those things where it's like, I don't know if this needed to be made, but I'm kind of glad they did, because they touch a lot of like interesting subjects in this game. Chloe dealing with the death of her father and everything. A lot of those are really emotional. They make Rachel Amber a great character in this. Like,
yeah, I love their.
She shines more than Chloe in this game. I know it's Chloe's game, but like
of Ashley Birch
not
being there.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Oh, she's not in this, really?
She is not Chloe in that game.
Really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, she does not voice Chloe in that game.
Interesting. Whoever does this then does a pretty great job.
They do a good job, but it's definitely not Ashley.
Yeah.
Yeah, introduce Steph. That's the game that Steph gets introduced.
Yeah. So is Steph not in base Life is Strange? I can't even remember now.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't remember Steph being in that game.
Yeah, because she's at the school here. Oh, okay. She moves before that. Interesting.
I think so. Maybe that's a part of like something else. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, she like moves. It could be.
Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to replay both of these, the Before the Storm and original Life is Strange, before the new Double Exposure one comes out, just to get it all together.
Yeah, when is that date again? I don't
remember. End of October, something like that. It's weird because Life is Strange Double Exposure has a pre-order bonus where you get episodes 1 and 2 like 3 weeks early. I don't really like that though. Yeah, that sounds weird to me. It's like,
that sounds gross to me.
Yeah, I know they're like episodic, but it's like, I don't know. I kind of just want to play it all at once.
Yeah.
That it seems really weird to take a break after 2 episodes for 3 weeks to me. So yeah,
I don't like that at all.
I wouldn't even touch that, until the whole thing's out. But yeah. So I wanted to get that whole story in. I guess I'll be done with that by next week for sure.
Yeah, because like what? It's like 10 hours, 10, 12 hours.
Yeah, it's pretty short. I mean, it's only 3 episodes, right? So
no, I was gonna say for the first game. So it's like
that's probably around 10 hours. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, the remastered version, it looks good. The facial animations seem a little bit better. There are some like weird things to it though. Like I could tell what people mean by like it's buggy a little bit. There were a lot of updates I noticed. I did like the check update thing. Yeah, there's like a weird like flash when they switch scenes into a new scene, I guess. It's almost like when know what, like movie switch scenes on like a movie reel, and there's like
Yeah,
that little flash.
yeah.
It's almost like that, and I've just noticed that. Like every time, and I'm like, what is that? That's so weird. So I
So
don't
are
know
you
what's
gonna
up with that.
play the original then?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna play remastered.
You're gonna play the remaster?
Yeah,
Okay.
I might as well.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's a bit weird, but I don't know. I mean, everything else seems pretty fine. I haven't really noticed like any other types of bugs. There are performance mode and whatever the fuck you call the other mode, graphics or
Fidelity.
whatever. Yeah, fidelity. So there are the two separate different modes there. They never even made current gen console versions of this remastered, which is weird because it came out in 2021. So there is no
Yeah.
PS5 version. There's no Series X version. There's just PS4 and base Xbox One version. I
I
don't
guess
know.
that doesn't matter that much,
Yeah,
right? But
no, it doesn't matter too much, but it's just I don't know, a little weird. It doesn't seem like Deck Nine put a lot of effort into these remasters.
yeah.
Would be my guess. It's like if I pulled up a comparison, they probably look almost exactly the same.
I mean, I didn't really feel like a reason to get it. Like I own both those games and
No,
everything.
I mean
I'm
there was
fine with
absolutely
not
no
picking it.
reason to even make a remaster of this, right?
Yeah.
Especially considering when did Life is Strange 1 come out? 2015, right? So I mean, it's not that.
Yeah.
I guess that is kind of getting somewhat older, but still,
Almost
there's
10 years.
yeah. Damn, that is old, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Just like
Wild.
yesterday. But yeah. So yeah, but yeah, still very much enjoying the story. I love the Life is Strange games. Love the little sit down moments and music starts playing and Chloe's
Yeah,
talking to
you just lay
herself.
in the bed.
Yeah, I always love that shit. So I always just put out the
Got
controller.
a vibe to it.
Yeah, got an awesome vibe to it. So yeah, really enjoying that.
Anything else you've been playing?
No, that's about it. I mean, I'm probably not gonna play too much else, because we're getting close to that Star Wars Outlaws date, and then like we
Yeah.
said, September is busy as shit. So I'm really not trying to game too much now. It's just all right, kind of take a little break before all these games come out because I'm gonna be playing a fuck ton next month.
It's so much.
Literally,
I
I'm
know
gonna platinum Star Wars Outlaws in a week and then jump into Astrobot. That's my plan.
that's your plan.
That's my plan.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Hopefully my fingers like good to go at that point. We'll see.
We will see. All right. I mean, so what? Are you just waiting for Star Wars Outlaws too?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty much. I want to play Demon Souls. Um
Can you get that in beforehand?
if
I guess
I've
you
been
did do
playing
Dark
it this
Souls
whole
3 in like
time.
a week,
That's true. I
and,
did do that.
and Demon Souls probably is shorter, so you probably could.
But I wasn't working it when I did that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So that was like in between jobs. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see kind of what the mood strikes.
Okay. Cool. Cool. We want to do some character ranking?
Yeah, let's do it. Get to the list. Where's that? Here it is. All right. I am gonna start with a big heavy hitter because we got to do some heavy hitters, and this one might come out of nowhere. The first character we're gonna rank is gonna be Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. Ooh, interesting.
I'm going like old school, and you're talking about iconic status. I mean, Pac-Man might be
Wah, wah, wah,
second to
wah, wah.
Mario, right? Maybe
Yeah, I
Sonic,
guess so.
or
Yeah.
maybe Sonic might be second.
Yeah. In
But
terms of like,
Pac-Man's like
mascots type thing. Yeah.
for
Yeah, I mean,
video
Pac-Man's
games, yeah.
huge. Yeah, for video games just in general. Yeah, Pac-Man's huge, so yeah.
So iconic status, iconic design,
Yeah, through the
music.
roof.
Yeah,
Great games.
So-
I love Pac-Man.
I love Pac-Man so much.
Yeah.
Pac-Man Championship Edition. Oh my god!
Game's
Oh
fucking
my
awesome.
god! It's incredible. Yeah. So where do we think we should rank Pac-Man?
Pretty high.
It's
Gotta be top
gotta
25 at least, right?
Okay, so you saying that number 25 is Ezio.
Okay. I think we're in the right area.
I'm gonna throw out I'm gonna go higher, but I'm gonna throw
Okay.
out where do we compare Pac-Man to Ryu?
That's actually pretty tough. That's an interesting question. Yeah.
That's why I saw his name. I was like,
Yeah.
where do we put him to Ryu?
Yeah.
And if I go a little higher, like, what about Kirby?
I think Kirby has like an extra level of cuteness there. you know, and like
That's true.
character to
Yeah,
him, you know.
that's very true.
So I would go below Kirby a little bit.
Okay, so Kirby's at 14.
Like it's not the same iconic status. Pac-Man's more iconic, but Kirby has a little bit of extra to him.
And then 15 is GLaDOS.
Mm. GLaDOS has great character moments, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GLaDOS,
So I would go a little bit below GLaDOS as well.
okay. So then 16 is Ryu.
Okay.
17 is Leon.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
18 is Nathan Drake.
Mm.
19 is Solid Snake. 20 is Chun-Li.
What's 21?
Andrew Ryan.
I might go right above Andrew Ryan.
Okay, you think right below Chun-Li?
Yeah.
Right.
I think right there.
I can live with
Considering the
that.
iconic status, yeah.
So Pac-Man, the new number 21. Do you have a character?
I do not. Certainly I could think of one though.
Yeah, Pac-Man.
You know what? Let's do Chloe from Life is Strange. Chloe Price.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Great character. Clearly the heart and soul of Life is Strange at this point. At least the first one, you know? I feel like when people talk about Life is Strange too, most people bring up Chloe, right? As their favorite character in the series.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, she's up there, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, look how much demand there is for Chloe to be in Double Exposure, you know? It's
or people asking, yeah.
Right,
yeah.
exactly. It's the, you know, so she's almost the face of the series, like almost more so than Max, you know? It's kind of wild to say, but I feel like the majority of people when they think of Life is Strange, they think of Chloe.
Yeah, they kind of like not really doing much with the brothers.
Yeah.
You know, or who knows what they're
going
to do with Alex.
Diaz brothers dead.
Yeah, yeah. They died, they got shot at the border.
Yeah.
All right, so Chloe. Interesting.
And then just
like
awesome
Chloe.
story moments. Like I love her character.
Yeah, Chloe's great. This is going to be starting high, but I'm just going to kind of get a feel here. At number 23, we have Amicia.
Okay.
How do we compare Amicia to Chloe? Amicia
somewhat
has
comparable.
more game.
Yeah. I feel like Amicia is a stronger character a bit, you know?
Yeah.
Just the stuff she showed in 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all the stuff like towards the end of that game is really
we have
great.
Amicia very high on our list.
I mean, Amicia is fucking awesome. So yeah, I'll go a bit lower in Amicia still.
Okay. Because then we have Cloud and Cortana right under that.
Ooh, okay.
Then Ezio. Then we have Saga Anderson.
I could go above Saga with Chloe Price.
Then we have Joker, and then Raz.
I'm going right there. I think I'm going right above Saga.
You think that nails it? You don't think? Do you like Ezio more than?
I like Ezio a bit more.
His iconic status?
Yeah, I think his iconic status raises him a little bit. Like we were saying with Ezio last week, he is like the face of Assassin's Creed pretty much. So yeah, I would go right below.
Okay,
Chloe
I can live with that. At 27, the new number 27. All right, let's pick a different character. Should we go big again? Let's go Donkey Kong. Let's go a Kong. Which Kong? Do a Kong.
Do a Kong.
Might as well.
Do you want to start off? Let's do.
I'll let you pick.
Let's do Diddy.
Diddy. All right, Diddy. So Diddy, he's got a pistol that shoots peanuts. He's got barrels that he flies on.
Cool hat.
Like a barrel jetpack. He's got a cool hat. It says Nintendo on it for some reason.
Does it really?
I'm pretty sure it's a Nintendo hat. Yeah.
He's a big Nintendo fan.
He's a big Nintendo fan. I like the people that made me. All right, so Diddy. Okay. I always do this every time we get a character that's kind of more Nintendo and a mascot. How does he compare to Luigi? Luigi's at 50.
Yeah, I would go below Luigi with Diddy.
I would too.
Yeah.
So then we have Yoshi at 52.
I would still go below that.
I would go below Yoshi as well.
Yeah.
Banjo-Kazooie at 54.
I would go below that.
Yeah, I would too. We have Tails at 57.
Oh, of course, I'm going higher than that.
Yeah, I might put Diddy. So okay, so then 56 is Isaac Clarke, which
Okay, we can go higher in Isaac, I
Isaac
think.
has a lot of iconic look,
Yeah.
his design and
Yeah,
things
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
I feel like his character doesn't shine enough though.
So we're in between. So we're not going to go above Banjo, right? So the only other character that we're going to be arguing here is he higher or lower than Raiden from Mortal Kombat?
Ooh.
I like Raiden higher.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
go one higher.
yeah. So right above Isaac Clarke, right below Raiden.
Sure. I'm down with that.
That sound good?
Yeah.
So he is the new number 56.
All right. Way to go, Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking freak.
Do you have another character?
Um,
I got two more to do.
do a game that I've never actually played any other games.
Okay.
Mega Man,
Oh, we're gonna go. These are heavy hitters today.
Blue Bomber.
The Blue Bomber. He's got to be really high. Top
Huge
25.
iconic status.
Mm-hmm. Top 25 for sure.
Okay.
I haven't even played all the Mega Mans. That's like a series. I want to go through all the games at some point. So, what do we compare him to Cloud? He's more iconic than Cloud.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a bit more iconic than Cloud. I
Okay.
wouldn't say too much higher. Because what do we got above that? Amicia?
Yeah, Amicia, and then Andrew Ryan, and then Pac-Man.
Okay.
I think he's below Pac-Man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can argue as much as I like the Mega Man stuff.
Iconic status, certainly. You know?
Yeah.
In terms of like being a household name, Pac-Man's higher
Yeah.
than Mega Man.
For sure. So then what does he compare to Andrew Ryan and Amicia?
That's tough.
Because those two characters are like they're good for like their story and their
Yeah,
character
exactly.
moments.
Yeah. Although I suppose Amicia is the face of Plague Tale, right?
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, he's in the most iconic series, but still up there. I would
So
go.
we put below Amicia?
Yeah, I'd probably go right below Amicia.
Okay.
Mega
Yeah, we
Man
don't
there.
we both don't have like as much of a connection.
No, I definitely
But
don't have a huge.
he's still
tie to
very
him.
high. He's still very high. So he's the new number 24.
Cool.
Okay, let's do one more.
Do we have 100 yet?
We're at 77.
77. Okay.
I'm just kind of looking at some of these series that we have here. Let's do another Resident Evil character.
Ooh.
We've only done 2. 3. We did Ashley last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago. We have Ashley, we have Wesker, and Leon. So let's do. Who should we do? Should we do Chris?
Do you want to do Chris or
One of the
Sheva?
OGs? We'll get to Sheva. We'll get to Sheva at some point.
Okay, do Chris.
Let's do Chris, one of the OGs.
Okay, Chris Redfield.
Chris Redfield. Iconic. Super iconic character. He's not as high as Leon. As much as I like
Chris.
Chris.
As high as Leon.
Yeah, there's only like a few Resident Evil. The only other Resident Evil character I would put like at that level is maybe Jill.
Yeah.
Maybe to be above Leon. But even then, I'd still probably would put Leon above Jill.
Oh, definitely.
So Chris has a lot of iconic status. I still think he's a little lower though.
You should do the boulder that Chris punches.
Oh my god. What was that dude's name that calls him Boulder Puncher?
Someone calls him that?
Who? Yeah, in Village.
Really? I don't even.
Yeah, there's a callback. You know, we talked about it on the show. There's a callback to him punching the boulder.
It's like 3.
Was it Heisenberg?
I don't remember any of that. Oh, the guy with the hat.
Yeah, I think he like calls him a boulder puncher.
Yeah. How does he know about that?
That's what the point. That was the point. There was literally it was Wesker, Sheva, and Chris. And the only people.
And one of them died.
One of them's dead.
Sheva out here just telling people shit.
Yeah, Sheva out here telling secrets.
Yeah, Sheva's like, hey, Heisenberg, he punched a boulder.
Okay, so
really
I'm kind of thinking right around this area. Between like. Okay, I'll aim low, and then we'll kind of go up if we need to. How do we compare Chris to Cal Kestis? Chris higher than Cal Kestis?
Cal has better character moments for sure. With iconic status, I'd probably say yeah, a little bit.
Okay. So then we'll go up a little bit more. How about Samus?
No, he's got to be
Samus
below
has got
Samus.
Samus has got iconic status.
Yeah.
She's the look, even if her games like aren't
Is that what it is?
stellar,
It's Cal then Samus.
it's Cal then Samus. That's at 34.
I think you nailed it. I'll go right in between them.
All right, see that, or I'd go a little lower because we got Marcus Phoenix.
Mm.
Or no, I'm sorry, we got Sephiroth, then Marcus Phoenix.
Oh God, how high are you? Because like I wouldn't put him above
37.
Sephiroth.
That's 37. So
nah, I'm gonna keep it there just because of the iconic status. I think
Chris
like
is pretty iconic.
Like he was the protagonist of Resident Evil 1, right? So
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would go right in between Cal and Samus though.
Cal and Samus still.
Yeah.
All right. He's the new number 35.
35. You go, Chris. Where's Leon then?
Leon is really high. Leon is at 17.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Where's Wesker?
Wesker is 51.
Okay.
That's mostly like Wesker from 5. I mean, it's where he's the best. His trench coat.
7 minutes.
Yeah.
Why do you only have 7 minutes?
Classic.
Where do you gotta go, bro?
What's going on?
What's going on? We're not out of time here.
Crazy.
Just do that girl with the big titties in Resident Evil 5.
Lady Dimitrescu?
No, not her. The one in 5.
Oh, in 5.
Yeah.
Who's in 5? What lady in 5?
There's some girl with the big titties, and she turns into like a giant black thing on the boat. I don't even know what the fuck it is. You remember that? It's that weird boat fight where you gotta shoot the orange fucking things.
Oh,
there's always the orange things.
I remember the fight.
You gotta climb ladders on a shipping boat to get up to the right spot. Yeah, it's really annoying. It's actually a really badly designed boss fight.
I don't remember the lady with the big boobs.
Yeah, the lady turns in there. She drinks something. I don't fucking know. Resident Evil was weird.
Oh, it was probably like that new serum.
Yeah, whatever the fuck.
That Wesker took.
Where's that 5 remake?
That's the next one for sure. That's the one they tease at the end of 4, right?
Yeah,
they tease 5. Sure. They tease Wesker.
They tease him. That's going to do it for Nerdcast Podcast, episode 236. Thank you all so much for joining us. Please remember to subscribe to us over at youtube.com/nerdicgods. You can also find us available on all audio platforms. Daniel, anything else you'd like to say?
I'm going to go punch a boulder.
Dude, we should both go punch boulders.
Let's go punch some.
The masculine urge to punch boulders, man. It's very strong. All right, we'll see you next week, everyone. Bye-bye.